Ooh. Mr. Meeseeks, you're looking so pretty. Oh, you're like, man, I'm gonna stick for you. You wanna be, oh, there we go. Now the party don't stop till I walk in. Don't stop. Hello, Charlene. Yeah, I wonder if that, okay, do you think that he was like setting up for like potential traps to get where you at? 3-month leak. Thank you for the floating heart. How are you? Thank you. Hi, Steve. How are you? I'm gonna send this through the. All right, and we'll get this back on the charger. Hello, hi Nick. But does that make sense though? Do you think, Charlene, that was like a kind of like to see what people would do, and like, and that's the whole thing is, and then if they failed the test per se. T, you're good. You're good. See, that's why whenever Whitney comes out, we have to take Whitney's phone away though, because she can't live stream when Whitney's out. You know what I'm saying? So we're back with Gambino. So the stuffed king cobra and boom slang snake didn't get me. I guess they're not as strict anymore. Maybe me losing it over it the first time made them back off. I don't know. I did. You missed the whole show though. You missed me with the stuffed snakes. I went straight up. I know there's a huge movement to get other. What do you mean? Like which accounts? Like reptile, like animal account things or something? Or are you are you talking about that guy that we battled at the end there? Like where that's like the whole thing is getting like bullies in trouble, or is it just any accounts? Because he did come on our live for a little bit, I think. I'm sorry, Dave. I'm sorry. I kind of went straight into the whole bit as soon as I started. Some nut stuff here. Sorry, you guys. Hello. Whoa, that's weird. Oh, no, don't. We're not doing none of that. All right, let me catch up there. Okay, honey. Oh. Oh, no way. Well, he came in that chat afterwards for just a little bit, I believe. I have. Oh no, the keyboard warrior says the end times are near. I do not have one of those. I only have a Can You Stand Boa. The babies are doing really good. They're doing phenomenal. Hey, Jimmy. We got Mr. Meeseeks today. That was honestly relatively exhausting though, doing the whole snake thing that we just did. Oh god, we're literally in the last 2 pages of the Bible. What? Good thing Kate's not here. You guys would be going on a whole rant about that, but Oh, God, have mercy. Lord, help us all. No, because they're my pets too. Like, you're gonna remember your pets' names. Once they're, and I have labels for the ones that are like that we name on those streams. Oh God, it's gonna happen. Double blue? Oh yeah, I guess I got into navy blue. I got my leggings all dirty when I was really getting into the acting like I was holding a king cobra and boomslang snake. Yeah, the other snake. Hold on. So we got Slinky the boomslang, and then we have Jafar the king cobra. Doing good, Eduardo. They were stuff. They were toys. Like, I'm not gonna really free handle a king. I was trying to see if that would trigger the AI to get me with the restriction for doing dangerous activities, but it didn't do it. So maybe I'll just start with the chameleon and see what happens from that point. Didn't fall for it. Didn't fall for it. No, of course. We got Jacksonville, Florida. That's awesome. I got really into it. Unfortunately, a lot of people, almost 300 people got to watch that. So that, I'm sure, is gonna, it's fun. There's screen recordings. Loki's doing pretty good. Go clean that room. Gotta be responsible. Look at the king cobra and a 360. That's a lot. That's a lot. You're asking me to do a lot of things. Nope. Oh no, Pun Kitty. Oh God. The clip is there. It's already happening. Woohoo! Ah, whatever. I wouldn't be. So actually, Gambino would not come out, and he just kept looking over at Jafar, the stuffed king cobra, and he was like, "Defer." He is like, no. He's like, "You crazy lady, I'm not coming out there." Yeah, oh God. Oh no. The internet is forever, folks. The internet's forever. Oh God. Good luck with that. I would recommend holding on tight to this brain cells you got left, but you do you. He is a little cutesy, isn't he? So then you pay for India. Oh God. Uh-oh. What are we headbanging about right now? Skin. Oh God, Ozzy. I didn't see the snake in the first part of the sentence. I was like, huh. Okay. Beautiful European woman. Hate. It'd be really hard to send hate, I think. I think it'd be really difficult. What's up, everybody? We got Mr. Meeseeks hanging with us right now. He's just like, "Hey guys." Says hello. He's like, what's up, my people? He goes, now look into my eyes. Now let me mind control you, because I'm a lizard. I'm a reptilian. That means I'm in charge of the world. I'm a world eater, remember? I run the world. Hillary Clinton was definitely a lizard. Trump, lizard. Obama, lizard. Biden, lizard. Netanyahu, lizard. They're all lizards. Now, I'm going to mind control you. You will only buy Panther Chameleons from Midwest Panther Chameleons. No other Panther Chameleon breeders are good. They're all whack. Only buy Panther Chameleons from Midwest Panther. Only follow chameleon accounts that are Midwest Panther Chameleons on social media. All other ones are bad. They're bad for you. Only follow Midwest Panther Chameleons. Stop it. Stop it. He's like, no, it's Caluminati. It's Caluminati, folks. I know, same here, Punk Kitty. They was sending me hate. No. No. The reptilian bloodline. Y'all. Maybe. I don't know. I'm a little sleepy. Illuminati. Duh. He's like, this chick's weird. I know everyone is like, oh, she has a reptilian breeding facility here. Oh no. I look like my pet. Ooh. Stop it. Shut. He's a really beautiful Abanja Panther Chameleon. His name's Mr. Meeseeks, if you're wondering. Yes, Rick and Morty. Go! Whoa! Don't do that, Copper. I advise, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't wake her up, man. Don't do it. She gonna be mad and it's justified. It's justified. She gets mad at you now. Don't wake her up. You're breaking the rule. Let sleeping women sleep. Let them sleep. Pump Jack. Are you stupid? True. Yes, it's different societies that are actually like lizard people, apparently. So, yes. Thank you, Warthog. Mr. Meese. He did just shed like a week ago, so he's extra gorgeous. He's beautiful. Mr. Meeseeks gets very, very upset when he's woken up. Yes, he does. I'm sure you do. Andy, thank you for all the sparkles. Thank you. We done warned you. We done warned you, Copper. She gonna be pissed. I'd be mad. I mean, unless there's like something happening. Unless there's something happening where it's like, come on, it's happening now. And you're like, oh God, the thing's happening. Yeah, and it's time to go in your bunker or something. Don't wake me up. Don't do it. You broke an unspoken vow. Hey, Braxton, how are you doing? Of course you have, Sam. And of course you do, the lofty lifter. I'm sure you do. Yeah, weirdo. Oh, all right. That's the thing. Like, if you're surprising me with food, then we're good. Like, if it's good food. Like, if it's just like if it's like a Pop-Tart, I'm gonna be like, shoot. You should have looked at the picture that you're selecting before you upload it to Facebook. There you go, Braxton. How was work? I am a very transparent person. I just tell you everything, if that's what you mean. Thank you, Junior. Thank you for coming on. He's got the cutest little chameleon. Oh, what are we looking at? He's looking at the juveniles. I love their little chameleon grippies. I call them grippies. Yeah, y'all, I got my website up. MidwestPantherChameleons.com. I got my website up. I only have Loki on there because all the other males, like when I went to take the pictures a few nights ago, I was like, oh no, they're all about to shed. So I just took kind of like half-ass pictures to send to some people that were interested at the moment. But I wasn't going to go full-blown photo shoot mode because they were about to shed and they're going to look really pretty in a few days. So I was like, why would I put all that effort when they're dull looking right now? I just did eyeliner, one little eye, but then I have that highlighter, that multi-chrome highlighter on here, and then in my, do the lights in here suck, because when in the basement, if I did that, it would have been really shifty with that I have. And then in my, from Kaleidos, this one is called Prophecy. Paul? What? This one is, he's more of a in-between. I mean, he's chill once he's out, but now don't wake him up. Don't wake him up. God, I love my chat so much that we just gonna do all those Now you like this? Oh, look at that. A complete... No, BT, I am too. I'm fascinated by chameleons. Y'all are bold. Oh god. Yes, Braxton, you can. You can. Normally when I see that and it's somebody I don't recognize, I'm like, here we go. I sure spun you in a 360. Just like that. Oh, we got the weirdos. I mean, his name's Mr. Meeseeks. Out of all the chameleons, like, you can call him Godzilla if you want to, but he's not the one I would... There's bigger ones than this. Can't... No. Listen, Ben. Yeah, I like pineapple and bacon and Canadian bacon on pizza. Whoa, controversial topic there. Does pineapple belong on pizza or not? Here's the thing. If people are like, you know what sounds real good? Bacon on ice cream. And they're like, make a bacon sundae with chocolate drizzle of bacon in it. And it was actually like good. So something about that sweet and salty, man. Uh-oh, Ben. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, God. This chick likes pineapple. I was born in Hawaii. I have to like pineapple on my pizza, even though I know it's not a Hawaiian thing. It's just pineapple on pizza. Like, we got like pineapple flavored things. You just got to. Is that a controversial topic in Italy about pineapple on pizza? I mean, I bet you like it's the Italians are like, oh, they're like, what are you doing? You know, they're like, oh, why? And they're like, dumb Americans, man. I'm not gonna try it. I mean, I'm not gonna try and do an Italian accent because I don't want to sound really awful. And then they're like, God dang it, she's so typical American. I love the Italian accent. Anyways. Yeah, I'm sure that like anytime an Italian, a true Italian person, like someone who is from Italy, they are either visiting here, they immigrate, whatever, right? And they go into Olive Garden, like their ancestors' tears are also coming out of their tear ducts. Like they're just like, why? Because it's so, they probably see all those hard noodles that aren't fresh, and yeah, they're just like, why? Scott! Thank you, Scott! Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. Peter, I bet they do. Mr. Goddang, how are you doing? Bacon dipped oh my god, Pun Kitty. The sweet and sour pork. Yeah, there's pineapple in a lot of like those. Oh, you thought it was disgusting? Okay, but you tried it from Jack in the Box. Listen. Jack in the Box is the tacos. Go to get the tacos. The tacos from Jack in the Box. That's what you gotta get. I bet it is. Andy! Thank you so much! You did, T? That's awesome. People are just going to eat what people want to eat, though. Except for, like, not my chameleon. Don't do that. But, is this a joke? We are vibing. We're all good. We're just chilling. This guy. His name is Mr. Meeseeks. AI. Oh, no. Hey-oh. Oh, damn, it's a full moon tonight? Dude, I used to be on top of all that, and now I don't even... Yeah. What is it? Why do people act all weird with it? Like, I know all the superstition and the Ouija stuff and all that, but, like, what does it do? Oh, BT, oh my god, they get called iguana, they get called salamanders, they get frogs. Snakes. What is that thing? They do not eat fruit. They are strictly insectivores. Well, not strictly, like, they're opportunistic eaters. So, truly in the wild, if they happen to see anything that's moving around, like that's alive, that's moving around, and they are like, that could fit in my mouth, they're gonna go for it. I've seen them eat a small bird. Not him. He probably wouldn't eat like a small bird because he's a bit. But I've seen like larger panthers and obviously like Parsons. They can eat small birds. When? Well, I don't. It could be Monday or it could be Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. It's just I don't like this payment. I hate it. Brandon, I'm sorry you can't sleep. I am from the St. Louis, Missouri area. I'm sorry. Hold on. How un-Missourian of me. Hold on. Hold on. Well, I'm from the St. Louis, Missouri area, folks, because I live in the Midwest, and that means I'm real country. Missouri. Yee-hoo. People just, they call it an iguana. We know it's not an iguana. We know it. I do know about that fruit. I can talk too much? Tell me fun. Which lizard? Nah. It's a Midwest thing. We like to stand outside. There's a tornado warning. We're going to go straight outside. We're going to look up at the sky like we're going to see it. We got to look at we don't go in the basement. That's for wimps. Well, we're not wimps. We're strong because we're Midwestern country folk. Okay, because here's the thing, Davon. So here's what, there's a huge split. So I worked with, it was basically, I'm trying to think of the best way to explain, but we would go to the city, like St. Louis City, and it was helping younger kids that were in lower income where they were able to travel, like, I guess travel. You would be surprised. Like, so I was a teenager, and these were like 10-year-olds. Like, I was like an upper teen. Like, I was like a junior or senior or something. Some of these kids had never actually seen a cow in real life. Like, they had never seen a real cow. Like, when they're like, oh my gosh, we went out to this farm, and it was like, it was a farm like people go. It's you go and you get fruit and stuff like that, and there's cows and pigs, sheep, all that, and they had never seen a cow before. But so like that's pretty not country, right? With who? Well, yeah, I kind of grew up half in Granite City, Illinois, which is like which is right on the other side of the Mississippi River from St. Louis. Like, if I stood on my roof, I could see the skyline for St. Louis. And then eventually, like, the later half of my childhood was in a more country area. Oh yeah, so BT, because they are an invasive species in Florida. Florida has the highest amount of invasive species anywhere in the world. Iguana, though, they not only are they invasive, but they actually, I don't know if it's because they burrow or what they do, but they destroy things in the ground. Like, they are actually destructive, physically destructive. They're not just like these guys. You have some communities or populations of Panther Chameleons that are also invasive in Florida. They're not as widespread as the iguana and the pythons that are in there, but yeah, they're like, get rid of them. Why would I say bye, Charlene? What? We are some pretty... Yes, I was in St. Louis during the eclipse. But are you talking about the one like 2017? Or which one? Nope. I don't... Same band. Oh, Brandon, hey, I'm happy that I'm able to help you sleep. The eclipse in 23. Oh, yeah, I was here. I was in the St. Louis area, but yeah, it's always kind of creepy. Let the reptile talk. Mr. Mystics, they want you to talk. Hi. I like bugs. And sticks. And moving things. And I also like the bitches. Stop, Mr. Mystics, stop it. Sorry. He got a little vulgar. I have a pretty good star viewing area for now. I think that's about to change very soon. Nightmares and daymares? No. Wait, what? I have pierced ears? He does. Lit! What are you suggesting here? You're going to go to church? Or I'm confused on why you're... Okay. Go to church. Bye. Your name is such a setup for accounts. Watermelon. Man, if people weren't paying attention, they just rattled that off. Over. Accounts done. Stinker. Come on in here. Just all here like, this is a chameleon. They are not. Geckos are. I believe geckos are the only reptiles that have vocal cords. I hope. No, look around. There might be a 1 and a 2 and a 3 or like a 0.1 or something. You gotta look. Just look around. You may not be. You'd be surprised. Some people like, I like that name, and they're gonna use it. I'm not even kidding you. Look. What's not cam related? Way over there. Simba. What people... Listen, I have a feeling... I don't think... Like, I don't want to, but I'm just saying, like, I think I would. I think I would get in trouble. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I feel like that would just not be good. Anyways. They're not aerodynamic. No way! That's awesome. That's awesome. Are you serious? They're able to say... I'm very surprised by that. But I'm learning that you can get away with saying... Why are you trying to get me to... No, I have made sure that they are incapable of saying those two numbers in order unless they're counting to 10 for me. And then I make sure that they say those like real fast so we don't... Because I have little kids. Listen, we can't be like, all right, kids, count to 10. We can't do that shit no more because the second that happens, they're like... and it just is a whole... It's like a domino effect of them all just like, and I keep, it's like, God, I don't either. But you want to know, like, my kids, I'm like, why are they, but then I go back in time several years ago, and I remember where my parents were probably like face palming themselves when I was like, faux shizzle, faux dizzle, show nizzle, for rizzle, and they're just like all the izzle dizzles. So, you know, I guess this is revenge, right? I can't control it. It's just gonna happen, right? Davon, that is a less expensive version of an expensive thing that has very similar qualities is what the dupe is in general. Braxton, thank you so much. Do I have a favorite? I can confidently say my favorite female is Bonita because she's the sweetest chameleon ever to darn exist. They can change color. It's based on mood and temperature. This guy, it takes a lot for him to, it actually takes me waking him up. It does take, no, I don't want to do math. That's her name is Bonita. She's over there. She's with my female chameleons. Don't make me do math. Stop with the math questions. I graduated college 10 freaking years ago, and I don't want to do math. No, don't do it. It's like, let me look at my calculator. Cade would have been able to do that in his head. actually. Very gifted like that. Thank you. You are so helpful. Thank you. I wish I sat next to you guys in class. God dang it, because you round up. No. No, Andy. No way. Hello. He can. They do. No, we don't do that here. We're a peaceful Pokemon. Although I just have amazing like points just for having this many of them in the lizard world. That's no. Yeah, I bet you like when a teacher nowadays is like going through their key book, you know, the book with all the answers, and they come about like a math problem, you know, like those word math problems, and they see an answer and it's like that number, those two, they're probably like, not today, Satan. And like, we don't have to learn about that. Just skip over it, you know? I need a what? Oh, shizzle. Oh. I will say, my poor Oma like went through, so English is not her first language, it's German. And so like when my cousins and I'd be like, oh, that's so tight. She's like, what? Like, she's like, what are they saying? And like, oh yeah, it was like she was not actually, she didn't really learn English. Like she learned it from the TV and things like that. And so we really confused her on that. It wasn't like we were trying to. It was just she didn't get like, whoa, that's sick. Like if we're talking about a car, she's like, what? So anyways, now we have to do like, why are they saying these numbers? Hi, JBT, how are you doing? Yeah, it can make him, if you wake him up, he gets upset. Well, so their last name, so their last name is Rodriguez. Whoa! 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 You know what's really messed up is somebody's probably thought and actually done something stupid like that. Actually, yeah, but it's gonna happen. Oh, I know, it would not. He gives hugs. Children are sponges. They really are. Lori, what do you mean I'm an attention seeker? Lori, you got 2 wolves as a profile picture. You're an attention seeker. Stop, man. Call me. You got 2 wolves? Hell no, you wouldn't want to dare put a bumper sticker on my car. Don't do it. You want to see the red one? Sometimes it's gonna go by with my shirt. If I'm like, so I wouldn't like have worn something too clashing with this shirt. Like I would not. Well, first of all, me and blue eyeshadow, so no. All right, they want the red one. Let me see how bad they're shedding right now. Never say never. It depends. Can you worship me for real victory in Jesus? That's super contradictory. I don't think you're ready to worship the Chameleon Queen, though. You don't understand what that takes. That's like signing in blood and all. Like we require lots of crickets, and you don't want to start that whole religion. No, it gets real weird. You know, reptilian and stuff. I have a Kenyan sand boa. So here is, okay, so Redline is the OG red chameleon, but he's super shedding. So I'm not going to handle Redline, even though he probably would walk out. Like, our beloved Redline is like shedding. So I'm going to leave him be. We're just going to let him be because he is I don't want any possible oils on my skin to like mess up his shed. So we're just leaving him be. He's active. That poor thing. I know, you'll get your shed over with. Now his son Helix over here. Let's see, Helix. He might just come out. You want to come out, buddy boy? We sacrifice the trolls. Sacrifice trolls. Oh. No, because by the time I got done doing the calls today, they would have been closed, so I will tomorrow. Oh, hi, Helix. Helix. We love you, Helix. Helix is so cute. We love you, Helix. You're so cool, God dang. You can't eat him, because he's my pet. And if you try and eat my pet, I'll F you up. I'll find out where you live. And you don't want me to do that. So don't eat my pets. Because I'll find you. Okay, we're going to go back over here. So anyways, guys, this is Helix. He turned a year old back in January. Dude, I am not attempting a backflip for free. You guys have some crazy ass demands and you're like, not even $1 super chat, and you're like, do something for free, bitch. And it's like, stop it, get out. You caught 1,000 crickets? Dustin, whoa, 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 hold up, chat. Anybody who has reptiles that has to have crickets. Dustin caught 1,000, he caught 1,000 crickets for a project. You could get 1 extra point for every cricket we caught. I bet it was on. We need you. Hey, hold up. The Army doesn't need you. The Marines, they don't need you. No, we need you. We need you so bad. You caught 1,000 crickets, man. By hand? Hold on. Whoa. By hand. You don't understand. You could probably, some reptile keeper would probably just straight, God dang it, Braxton. God dang it, no. I'll break my back. And then it's going to be like, life alert, Brittany. I'll be like, help, I fell and I can't get up. I promise. But listen, Dustin, people would probably pay you. Like, reptile keepers would be like, wait, he caught 1,000 crickets? Hold up. He's like, Dustin, come help me retrieve the crickets that like, I got out of the cricket thing. Like, and like, you went, okay, so 1,000 crickets is about $40-ish, okay? Okay. I get 16 mother effing thousand crickets shipped to me every week. I don't, man. Oh my God, Scott. How do I do this? How do I do this? How do I do a backflip? Wait a minute, guys. I know. I remember how I can do a backflip now. Hold on. Okay. Okay, are you ready? Whoa! Whoa! Oh. Did it, guys. Did it, man. Hold on. I need a minute after that. I need a minute. God. Whoa. Oh, my back hurts so bad now. I'm getting Helix. Oh, God. Almost. No. Crash Out Brittany was Brittany on TikTok today, free handling a king cobra and a boom sling snake. Yeah, 9.5. I could have gone places. Yeah, you definitely heard that bat crack. The chameleon whisperer. He's like, help. Is he a I have a chameleon that's red and blue. He doesn't know what he is. He can't go to any city. They're like, and he's like, I'm sorry. It's just the way I was born. I'm red and blue. Yeah, dude. Oh. No. Trust me. He did not cause a population decline in crickets. Those suckers are. We ain't got nothing to worry about. We ain't got nothing. Yes! Oh, I got 9.5, 10 out of 10. I think I got 2 10s and one 9.5 from the judges. Dude. I wouldn't feed him a tick. I mean, like, I don't think ticks really move in a way that's going to attract their, like, for a full grown, it's going to attract their attention. I wouldn't feed them a tick either. Brit Barbie, I don't care. Y'all can think I'm what? Okay. I don't want to know. I'm missing them, T. Are you okay? What's happening? What comments am I missing? I'm sorry, T. Hey, you could probably make some money with the chocolate covered crickets. Maybe if you also make them bacon flavored. Bacon flavored chocolate covered crickets. See ya, T. Oh, did you get like one of those? Is there a difference between cicadas and katydids? T. It's like, come back, T. T. Who we need to take care of. Thank you, Shantae. His name's Helix. He's a male Panther Chameleon. Really? That's so cool. Oh. No. I don't eat chameleons. Don't you worry, I won't do that. That'd be real silly of me. That'd be real silly. Thank God there's like, to my knowledge, maybe not anywhere here, but there's like not a chameleon meat market. We got you, T. You don't have to leave. His name is Helix. He is real. He is he's about to start shedding again. He shed part of his tail. So look, he's dull, right? What you see right here is a more dulled down version. Because this is like where it's recently a shed. You see the huge difference in the vibrancy of where he shed versus where is going to end up shedding on him. That would be a hard thing to do. Like, I think like if it was like, you know, like doomsday type stuff and like the only thing you had to eat was like, that's some dark shit. We're getting some real dark story. Like, I can't even make dark humor. I mean, like, can you imagine the trauma where you're just like, kids do what? And like, they're like, mommy, what is it? Like, it's chicken. It's chicken. And you're just like, it's chicken. Shit. They're like, where's Selena? You have to just like, you're like out of Lexi Pro and all that shit because it's doomsday and you're just straight. That, see? Dark topic. Dark topic there. Like crawdads? So we call them crawdads here. Helix, can you turn blue? Well, he won't, actually, is a thing. So they change their color based on mood and temperature. They're like walking mood rings. There was a lot of... You call them crawfish. Yeah, we call them crawdads. Do push-ups like lizards? Wait, what? He's always red. Now, he is kind of firing up because he sees these other he sees his half-brothers. Like, he sees Pickle Rick and Bri-Bear and Chameleonaire, which are his half-siblings. He's also looking at his half-sister, Princess Savage. He's like, it's only halfway. So, because I'm starting to see some mating display colors on this side. So, he's always going to be red. Those are the iguana. You're thinking of iguana. Iguana and chameleons, two totally different types of lizards from two totally different parts of the world. Iguana get huge and they will tail whip you. I know firsthand experience. I've been tail whipped by an iguana when I was into very, very, very drunk in Mexico. Don't do it. Don't think he was a 4 foot long one. That hurts. Don't do it. Don't be like, I got this shit, and try to catch a freaking wild iguana that's 4 feet long when you're in a bikini and you're drunk. Doesn't go over well. But anyways, yeah, those guys are everywhere. Well, okay, you can eat. Okay, I have never had an iguana. I've never tried iguana. I don't see that ever being in my future. However, there's a significant difference in the amount of meat on an iguana versus a panther chameleon. Also, this guy here is probably, he's not for sale. Like, he's mine. I'm keeping him. He's one I produce. But I would say he'd easily be anywhere from the $650 range-ish, right? $650. We're tripping, man. You literally, it's a better deal per like ounce or whatever to get like freaking Jack Link's beef jerky or Old Trapper beef jerky, like for real. Like that's hella expensive for just basically 2 things of chameleon jerky is what you would get out of that. If that, like there's no meat on them. There's really not. Now iguana, they do. Like there is actually something there. So here's the thing, as much as it's weird maybe to me, and well it is and it's not, because like my grandma grew up like dirt poor, like, and I'm not trying, but she actually, like, she picked cotton and made like 20 cents a day or something stupid. She got like a 8th grade. It was a 7th or 8th grade education, but like where she lived at, that's what kids her age would do to make a little bit of money. But anyways, like they ate everything. Okay, so some of the recipes she would make, and it was like real good Southern home cooking. I was like, I didn't realize it wasn't normal for like Thanksgiving for turkey stuffing and not have like the heart and the you know, the innards from the turkey in your turkey stuffing. I didn't realize that wasn't normal. So anyways, what I was getting at is when the state's telling people to get iguana to get rid of them, I would rather see them at least utilize like the iguana rather than just like tossing them or just like disposing of them in that way. Like if we're gonna have to unalive, I don't know if I could say KILL here or not, if we're gonna have to unalive all those iguana, at least make use of it, you know what I mean? So that's, anyways, this is I know his dad and him, when they are really red, like they almost look like crab meat red. Eduardo, it happened. I was on vacation in Riviera Maya. I was walking back from the beach. You know, I mean, and I'm sure people are like, God, not this story again. But like, you know how it is. It's all inclusive, drinks, food, all that. So Brittany was, she was feeling good. And I was just walking back, and I just stopped because there was iguana all over the resort just sunbathing, and there was a huge iguana. And I just stopped, and I was like, literally, I was swaying. I remember I could hardly keep my balance, and I was like, I can catch that. And I start like, was it Wile E. Coyote, the one who would like tiptoe to like try and hide before like the Roadrunner would see him? You know what I'm talking about? Like that good old Looney Tune, like tiptoeing, like in between being seen and not. Well, a resort worker was like, no, señorita. And I said, está bien. I was like, I got this. It's okay. And he's like, no. And he's just watching me, the stupidity happen in front of him. And I try to like, in my mind, I was like, this is what Steve Irwin would have done. Like, I'm not even kidding you. And I try to tackle it. And he's like, no. And he like tail whipped my shin, and it's a whip. Like, seriously, it's like, it will break your skin and at minimum weld you. No, I have a lot. He can change color based on mood and temperature. No. Whoa, hello. I'm not saying it's normal. I'm just saying I would at least, like, if they're having to do that with the iguana in Florida, if they're at least, like, doing use of all the disposal of iguana, like, you know, I guess it's, like, less, like, such a... So the panther was because so the person who discovered them in the wild for some reason thought that their markings resembled a panther. Uh, so like in our mind, I feel like I think like in American English, panther, we're thinking of like a black leopard, a black jaguar, a black cat of like that sort, right? A large black cat. I believe panther in other parts of the world, I want to say is like leopard in general. What? That shouldn't have happened. So they thought it was like that the markings resembled a leopard to them. Brittany with Bri Bri. Well, dude, it was stupid. I was not thinking straight. He is very chill. Yeah, I thought until I think Charlene looked it up for me because I didn't really know that answer for a while. But I thought the reason they were called panthers was the way they kind of walk. Sometimes to me looks like when like a cat's like stalking its prey and it's about to pounce, you know, like when it's doing that. I think it kind of resembles it. Most of my males are really chill. Uh, so his dad, Redline's my first chameleon. He's really shedding, or I would have gotten him out. Like he's shedding way more than this. Like I don't want to mess it up by possible any of my oil, because he's going to eventually, but he's not where he has all that loose shed yet. His dad, on the other hand, like it's about to come off, and I don't want to interfere because he's also 6. But anyways, Redline's super chill. He made it very difficult to listen to the whole like don't handle them for the first 3 weeks that you get a chameleon or like really any reptile, like let them acclimate for 3 weeks. He was like, nah. He goes, human mean food. So I'd open his enclosure to clean. He's like, right on out. And I was like, oh dude, he's like that. He's super awesome. Truly was a really big blessing to get that chill of a chameleon. That's my first chameleon. He's not mad. He's always going to be red. There's some panther chameleons that are all red. There's some that have a little bit of red. Red in this locale, Ambilobe, is a very, almost every one is going to have some red in them. It's just what color they are. Nah, he's mine. He is too my pet. He's my pet. He's literally my pet. He's my pet. I saw the egg come out of the mom and, whoa, hold up. Basically, I did. I raised him. I've raised most of them. None of these are wild caught. I don't have any wild caught panther chameleons. I'm happy leva, bloody hell. They do not eat plant. Like they do not like bearded dragons. Like, you know, greens are a really big part of their diet. However, they will occasionally take nips out of the leaves. A lot of times it's on accident. Like say there's a bug that they're trying to eat and they shoot their tongue out and maybe a bit of the leaf comes up with the bug. Occasionally I've seen males take nips out of the leaves, like when they're kind of like frustrated during mating time for them, like when they think that there should be a female with them, or they think that they should be like Netflixing and chilling. That's the only thing I can really associate the timing of when I've seen them take nips out of the leaves, but it's not like it's part of their diet. But if they do accidentally, if they do that, that's why it's very important to have real plants, not fake plants. Because if they were to take a nip out of a fake plant, it can cause impactation, which can cause them to pass away. Thank you, Brandon, for coming in. Night. Yes, they do. Look at their little, I call it grippies, but they have 5 toes. And I know I repeat myself a lot, but there's always people that have never been in here before. If you ever decide to get a cool panther chameleon or chameleon tattoo in general, any chameleon, make sure we show the tattoo artist their feet so you don't get it messed up. So the front feet have 2 toes on the outside and then 3 toes on the inside. Their back feet have 3 toes on the outside and 2 on the inside. I have seen the coolest panther chameleon tattoos, like so talented, so detailed, so beautiful. I mean, imagine these bright colors, like how much of a skill, like really good tattoos, and they fucked up the feet. The feet were all messed up. They were like Becco feet, or they even had it swap back, like backwards. Here's the thing, like you're gonna have to get the feet covered up. I don't know how you fix it, so you're gonna have to put like leaves in front of the feet. Just saying. And those are like $600 plus tattoos. His name's Helix. He's not venomous. This is just his color. He is his locale, which represents the region of Madagascar they're from, is ambelobi, which is your most common locale or most popular. This locale has a very large amount of phenotypes. So his coloration, like the colors that you observe, and this one is called yellow body red bar. He doesn't have many yellows right now, but kind of right here. So whenever he fires up, which is what that color is named after, is when they're in their fired up state, which is usually when they see another male panther chameleon, all that green will turn beautiful yellow, like way brighter than that. It'll be a real pretty yellowish orange, and the reds get even brighter. And then you see a little bit of it there, like the kind of more orangish red. Some more yellows will start to show in that as well. So that's yellow body red bar. Ambelobi locale also has red body blue bar, which we have 2 of those. Yellow body blue bar is your most common, beautiful. Rainbow, which is when they have mixed, so like the bars are not solid, like they're mixed colors, are not predominantly one color like how his is. An orange body blue bar, but that's a lot more rare, and it's a very difficult color to keep going on when breeding. I have a lot. So they change their color. It's mood and temperature. It's communication too. So they're communicating with each other, also us. So if you know what to look for in their colors, like you can understand like what's going on. So he's mostly in his resting state. See how he's the green? Now, mind you, he is going to shed soon. So he's in the pre-shed funk. This is how bright and vivid he would be if he was done shedding. Do you see the huge difference between that part of his tail that shed recently versus the part that's not shed? So you're seeing him mostly dulled down. There are no albino panther chameleons. That wouldn't go over well with chameleons in general. Now the veils are having like a piebald, and that is a genetic defect, a genetic mutation where, and unfortunately, why you see that actually is because one of the biggest reasons that you see the piebald veiled, it did occur on its own. It was not like people made that happen, like intentionally, I should say. All the ones that are wild, like the invasive ones in Florida, are heavily inbred because they all started from like a pretty small group of veiled chameleons, and that led to, you know, when there's inbreeding, you're going to have genetic issues. So that was one of the genetic issues, is the piebald. The issue with that piebald, it gets sunburned. It's very sensitive to the sun. So with reptiles, that makes it a bit difficult in general. Sure, it looks a little cooler, but when you see the veiled chameleons and they're piebald, like where they have no pigmentation, it's like up on their casque or on their backs and stuff, their casque is gonna burn. They're already notorious for getting burnt casque in their enclosures because they're so much taller than the rest of it. Like the casque will come up to here on a male. Yeah, I stay away from the piebalds. Isn't that? It's like a ring. Thank you so much for all the for coming in and watching, and all the subscribers. We really appreciate you. We're really trying to build up our YouTube. I've been really loving the YouTube community. We started streaming over on TikTok. We've been doing that for about 2 years, and we started streaming here in January. Like, I think I got the minimum amount of subscribers to start streaming in January. Oh, see, like tegus. I saw an albino tegu and I thought he was so cool. So he changes color based on mood and temperature. I cannot make him. It's up to him. Even if I was to do a typical trigger to make a male change color, like get another male panther chameleon out, some will just be like, nah, and not change your color. He does, because he has little man, big man syndrome. He is on the smaller side of male panther chameleons, or at least for the ones I have. I have some that are almost double his size, but he don't care. He thinks that he got it. So on average, the ambelobi locale, so price of panther chameleons will vary. Females are going to be less expensive than males, and the price does vary with locale. So ambelobi average range is about 500, 700, 750, depending on the breeder, may or may not include shipping. For, like, I have some of his half siblings available right now. They're 4 months old. They're getting some beautiful colors. Those boys, I'm asking $650 shipped, so it includes overnight shipping. Females, they're $300 shipped. So overnight shipping's around $80 to $100, depending on where you live. And then Abanja. So Mr. Meeseeks is my Abanja locale male. He was $1,000 before shipping. So he is my most expensive Panther Chameleon, is Mr. Meeseeks. Abanjas tend to be more expensive than Ambilobi. The traditional wild phenotype coloration, like Mr. Meeseeks, those are usually around $700 to $1,000 range. When you get into your fancy captive blue blurple Abanjas, when I first got into keeping chameleons about 6 years ago, I saw those guys going for $5,000 when they were proven breeder males. Because sometimes you'll run into where the males are sterile. They'll be beautiful, but you're not going to have any luck breeding them. So that when they're like $500, question it. I heard that about Spirit. Oh, that's crazy. These guys do not drop their tail. Gecko do. They have stores in Japan that I think he's from Japan and he breeds panthers. I want to say he's from Japan. Rebreeds Panther Chameleons. I think he turned a year old back in January. So yeah, so don't get me wrong, like here, let me put him on the climbing tree because I'm not going to hold a female while I hold him. Females are very typically scared creatures. There's going to be a really big difference in size with the males versus females. Now he's on the smaller end, but like some of my males are really large, like they're almost 3-4 times bigger than some of these females. So for Helix there, you saw his pretty colors. Females can be pretty, but it's in a different way. I'm going to get Mini Patootie Roja here. Come here, sweetie. Let's see if she'll show any of her pretty colors. She gets a little feisty sometimes. She does. No, she's not bit me. She'll act like she is, but she's not actually bit me. So this is actually the mom of the half-siblings of Helix. So when I was holding, I have his half-siblings. This is their mom. They have different moms. So this is Roja. This is Redline's baby mama. So she's just chilling. I wouldn't say she's receptive or gravid, right? Well, no, I think she actually is receptive. I would have to get a male to see. So when they're receptive, which is like they're in heat, yeah, she's receptive. Who is this? Who are you? Charlene, if any of my mods who know how this one normally is, this girl's receptive, even though she got a big old belly. So receptive is in heat. Gravid is basically they're pregnant. The playground is closed, right? So she gets some really pretty, I think, yeah. So she's starting to show, so the side of her, and this is really cool about chameleons, they can make their color change different on each half. So the half that was showing, that was visible to Helix, she was starting to get into all of her peach tone colors and showing him receptive colors, while she was showing me back off colors. No, she's not. So females do not show colors like males do. However, they pass on colors, like they will pass on genetics, their genes, as if they had colors like a male. So the colors that you see in a male Panther Chameleon, those are what he's passing on. The markings and the colors, that's what he's passing to his young. He's not going to pull anything from like his grandpa that like you don't see on him. If you see it, that's what you see on him, that's what's going to his offspring. He's not going to pull any like het genes like you have a ball pythons and stuff. The females, even though visually we don't see those colors that you see on the males, they pass them on to their offspring. So that's why the female lineage is so important to know. And that's why reputable breeders, we try our best to have as much information about the female lineage as possible. So we have a better chance of saying like, so this clutch is a yellow body blue bar clutch. So if I'm going to buy, so for Helix, if I wanted to make sure I had babies that looked like him, like where the boys looked like him and where the females are passing on those color traits, I would want to find a female who not only her sire was a yellow body red bar, but her dom's sire, so like her grandpa on her mom's side, his color was that. Also, I want to look at the uncles on that side. If I'm able to get pictures of all the brothers and see what they were showing, that's my biggest indicator. So it's really important to know their lineage. So am I missing things? She's in Bum F, and it's the name of a country where there's pyramids. I got a snake in my boot. Yeah, they can move a bit faster than what you're seeing, but not that much more faster. So she's actually pretty toned down. Like sometimes she'll show some really pretty purples, but I think it's because she's receptive. So she's kind of like, hey, daddy, even though that's a no-go. Helix is no-go. You may not be related to Helix, but your baby daddy's his dad. We like pickles. The website's done. Actually, if you go to Midwest, I mean, it's not, I still need things to do with it, but like you could go there and I have little Loki Luciano listed on there right now. I'm going to get, actually, I can get him right out now. Oh, really? You're from Miami? I was in Miami back at the very end of December. It was a beautiful time. Of course they eat them there. Why? What do they do? People just like, oh, okay, we're going to get a huge importation of. Hello. Wait, what? What's happening? Oh. I've never. Hey. This is Loki Luciano. So he's a juvenile male. He's about 4 months old. He is still developing his color. So they're not done until they're 18 months old, but the most drastic, noticeable color change and growth is up until they're about a year old. No, I produced him. So he is, this boy has come from a very long captive bred, but selective breeding, that's not inbreeding. Basically where the breeder, Jonathan, who is a scientist, he was looking for ones that had really bright yellows and not as much red, and he would keep the male in that clutch and hold them back. And that we kept going with it. They do have little claws. Isn't he cute? No. I just got more. Davon, I re-upped on pickles. I just re-upped on them yesterday or the day before. We got the pickles. Isn't he cute? I'll show you his dad. Maybe if his dad will come out to see us. Oh, God. Damn, they just don't make pickles like they do cucumbers. That's for sure. Everybody, this is Loki Luciano. He is on the website right now. Thank you for coming in, Braxton. You have an amazing rest of your evening. He did just shed recently. I love his face. So one thing when they you see like the little black, he must have, when he was getting a cricket, he must have scratched his little arm on the stick. When they have a fresh shed, their scales are very sensitive to even the lightest bit of like trauma, which could be a light, hold on, you didn't see my air quotes, trauma. He's like, don't do that. They're very sensitive to like even the lightest bit of scratching when they first shed. So that's what we're seeing there. But he's a young male. Because people are just silly. So this one was 700 shipped. He's like, oh, he's got the cutest little tail. Oh, Loki. He's so cute. It's amethyst. Amethyst and a little diamond. And then this is pink sapphire, a diamond. I like yellow gold and white gold. I really do. I know it's clashy. It's clashes. But I'm more of a neutral tone, skin tone, so I like both on me. Especially during the summer, I like gold on me a bit better. I have a little bit of a tan. Well, I'm sorry. See, pickles are good. See, you're asking women. See, a lot of us ladies like pickles. It's just, if y'all think he's cute, I got to show y'all Florida Man. Florida Man, oh my God, and Davon, Florida Man, his younger half brother. Yeah, he's too young, like he's not available yet, but this guy's so freaking cute and spicy. He's gonna be a spicy little sucker. Come here, Bubby. Come here, Florida Man. Florida Man, Florida Man. Looky here, it's Florida Man. He's only a month and a half old, but he thinks he's a big bad boy. He will get ya. He might get you because he's Florida Man. Ah! That was perfect timing. That was perfect timing. That was perfect timing. Ah! It's Florida. Look at his pretty little. Oh my God. So he is a little bigger than a penny. Damn. Then get out of here, Ricky. Beautiful. He Portal jumpers sink. Wait, you got jumping spiders? No. Florida man's adorable. He's still developing his colors. He's oh. What is he? No, his name's over. He's Florida man. You want to name a baby really bad, don't you, CJ? You want to name a baby so bad. So if he had his colors developed right now, you'd be seeing a lot of yellow, and those black bars would be blue. Because he's a yellow body blue bar. He's an ambalobilo cow, yellow body blue bar. Got those screenshots. Yes. Listen, Florida man, the internet's forever, homeboy. You're on here forever now. Forever and ever. So guys, what you think? Is this a baby Panther Chameleon or a future world leader? Part of the reptilian people thing. Is this what they look like before they... Oh, shit. He goes, motherfucker. Did you see that? Florida man. Oh my God. He's not available yet. He's too young. He's way too young. He's too little. He is. He's got, well, his mom's gnarly Carly. So, oh, he's looking at me. He's plotting like if anything happens to me, he did it. Okay, guys? He did it. Florida man is the one who done did it. Okay? Florida man did it. I have over 200, but most of them are babies like that. Oh, shit. He goes, oh, hell no. He goes, listen here, woman. I will F you up. I will dangle by your nostril, and I will leave a sore on the inside of your nose that hurts and scabs. And every single time you go and itch your nose, the scab falls off, and the sore starts all the fuck over again, bitch. And it's like, God dang it. He's like, I'm gonna get it right now. They can bite. They can bite. It's not that, this would not even... I don't like to count this size if they bite you because it's like, you don't feel nothing. It's not venomous. You don't say that pathetic stuff, naughty ram gods. Are you talking to me? Listen, lady. I mean, this is like, yeah, he's beautiful. He's got amazing... Why is it though? I mean, I guess it's because my middle finger is like technically like the tallest finger, like the long, you know, they always go to the middle finger, and I'm always accidentally like flipping everybody off. I swear it's not intentional. I didn't tell him to go on my traffic finger. He just did. He is. And we know he's a male because of his hemipenal bulge. He's like, stop looking. You cross the road to get to the other side in India? He's sweet, but when you look, if we zoom in a little bit on him, right? I'm certain that like kind of like off-white color in his abdomen is the beginning stages of his yellow. So he's getting those yellows. What's crazy is I've not seen any red on him yet, which doesn't necessarily mean anything. But he could be a really beautiful, well, really, actually, let me look at him again. Because he does not go full-blown zebra mode when he's fired up. And what I mean by full-blown zebra mode, so he would be in his fired up colors right now. So it would be like yellow and blue bars and some reds. When I'm looking at a yellow body blue bar, and if I'm trying to keep that really yellow trait with not as much yellows, with not as much reds, when they look like a zebra, when it's basically white with the black bars, like no other colors, like those darker colors at the top of his abdomen near his spine. Not the dark bars, but like that grayish color in between. So ones are going to have a lot of yellow and not as much red when they're yellow body blue bars. They look like little zebras. So although this side is a bit, but you still see there's that offish kind of gray color. And then his bars, they don't stay solid black. So, which is nothing wrong with any of that. He's going to be freaking gorgeous. But he may not be as clean. Like Jethro's got really defined clean blue bars and yellow. If he's a cutie pie, he's going to get big. He's going to get big, you guys. He's just a wee thing right now. He's just a wee little thing. But he's got attitude. Like he would, I think, oh, he's about, are you about to bite me? Oh, he is actually, I think he's about to, would you actually bite me? He's threatening to bite me. So this is called a chameleon. Eric, thank you for the sparkles. So this is actually the defensive posturing of a chameleon. He's ready to throw grippies. If they're really scared, they'll just run off. He's standing his ground. He's ready to throw his grippies, and he's about to do his little. He would bite, I guess. Maybe he's actually not bit me. He's acted like he was going to, but he's T-Rex right now. Eric, thank you for the star. They are not, when chameleons bite you for the most part, it's just to scare you. They don't want to like hold on. It's like a quick bite to scare you to get away from them. But it cracks me up because he's very confident. Like he's ready to, he doesn't care how small he is or young. He was ready to attack. He's about to go back in his little enclosure. He's one of the young ones that's starting to fascinate me. Do we want to do a quick naming of the baby? It began with dinosaurs. If they weren't extinct, you know Homegirl would have a T-Rex, okay? Like, we would have one. Maybe, I guess maybe I would just start, I mean, you know what? Let's be realistic. Maybe not a T-Rex. Maybe like a, I know, I would want one. I would want a T-Rex, okay? The baby, oh, I know, like, how fast their little bodies are moving compared. The adults can move faster. Eric, thank you for the sparkles. Hold on, I gotta go grab a baby. The adults can move faster. They usually reserve it for, like Helix, for example. I'm surprised he hasn't taken off. This is a time, like, when I have a male out and about, like, actually, he's thinking about going somewhere now. When they can tell I'm no longer paying attention to them, and like if I walk away, they get all Speedy Gonzalez on us and they take off to go do whatever they want to go do. And you'd be surprised how fast they can move. Now, is it like the fastest lizard in the world? Absolutely not. Like it's still pretty slow compared to other lizards. But I promise you, they can move faster than 0.25 miles per hour, which is what they make you think. They could easily go a good 6.5 miles per hour when they're really marching along, okay? So we're going to put our beloved Helix back. And we're going to do a naming baby round. You're wanting to do a girl. So here's the thing. I'm kind of getting to this stage right now where it's going to be the age of the babies. They're at that age where if they're not obviously a male with the hemipenal, it's kind of hard to tell. So unless we get one that's obviously a male, you might want to go a gender neutral route with the name, because like Charlene Armad, her chameleon Kazi that she got from me, I thought was a female. She was 4.5 months old because he didn't have any color. He didn't have a hemipenal bulge. And then I went to take pictures of my females and I'm like, oh damn, like he didn't even fire up like a lot with color. I could just tell he was a female. Oh, I'm sorry, he was a male, not a female. And now he's gorgeous and he's everything. He just is slower developing, but he's freaking gorgeous. Thank you for the sparkles. Hold on, what do you... Oh, CJ's gone? But then we don't have to. I know she really wants to. Does she go? Thank you, King Zero, for the sparkles. Yeah, we're at that point where it with the baby. Like, I wouldn't want to get a newborn and name it because I don't like to really handle them. Ducky. Oh, God. But that would have to... So cute. I would want that to be a precious, sweet little, like, female, though, because she was so damn sweet. Like, for real, she was so sweet. Halloween, I can fry. Sorry, I don't know why that was stuck in my head. Whoa, what's happening? So this is one of the younger half siblings of Helix. This one's like, what do you want? We're just looking at you, buddy. Oh God, Dustin, that's some deep stuff, man. Whoa, that sounds crazy. Damn it. Roam it. Whoa. Eric, thank you for the floating heart. Charlene, listen. Yeah, I know, Sarah. He's like, get the F out of here. He goes, who you think you are bringing that camera into my house? Get the camera out of here. God, I wish the babies I could tell if they're like derpy ones or not. But that's not an easy thing to tell. Let me tell you. What we got? Oh, I got a lot of babies shedding right now, which is great. Look at this guy. He looks absolutely miserable and like he hates life because he's shedding. Look at how he's shedding though. Like he's like, help, which we don't help them when they're shedding. They have very sensitive scales. You could really hurt their scale when you're trying to help them shed. But this little dude, oh, poor thing. I wish I could get like where he's at with the light sucks though, because it's kind of, there we go. Look at that baby. He's like, I'm having my first shed. He's like, I can finally see again because my eyes are like, he looks like that. Right now, he almost looks like, man, I'm going to be kind of gross and I'm so sorry. If you've ever like ran, like, oh, like there was a piece of like little toilet paper still kind of rolled up in your, you know where, and you're like, oh, okay. Like that's kind of what he's looking like right now. He's, yes! Charlene went to another, Charlene's here. He's like, woman, quit looking at me. I know. I love, they look like, when they first hatched, though, they look like little EPs with 4 legs and a tail. I swear. They're so adorable, but like super ET looking. Let me see if I can find one of the ones that's hatched recently. I mean, I can't. I'm trying to get, oh my God dang it. Oh no. Dude, he's like, hey, hello, hey guys. He goes, guys, hold up, come here. He goes, I've been trying to reach out to you about your car's extended warranty. He's like, wait, no, come, listen. There's things that I need to talk to you guys about, okay? Oh, he says, wait, guys. Oh my God, dang it, you're too freaking adorable. Listen, Sarah, the whole reason that this is even a thing is I was super duper pregnant and hormonal and I really wanted a chameleon. And it might have been a hormonal impulsive-ish. Here's that one that was like doing his little wave dancing at us. Oh my God, he's only a few days old. I don't know male or female, but okay, sorry. He is the size of a Cheerio, Jess. No, I can't because that means I have to go inside and I have to step outside to go inside because it's not an attached garage. So I have to be exposed to the really cold elements. And then I have to go find a Cheerio. Thank you. It's actually, so it's from Kaleidos. It's a multi-chrome highlighter, and I believe this is the Gifted's the name of it. Anyways, oh, he's so cute. But anyways, I was super hormonal and pregnant, and I did research, but I wanted a chameleon. So I had my first chameleons. I did not have any prior experience with reptiles. So if you really want to get a chameleon, I would always do research because you do need to have their enclosure. You need to have that all. And you're going to have to make some tweaks after you get your chameleon, but also get from a reputable breeder. So we're here to help you and hold your hand. But Bill Strand has the Chameleon Academy. It is free information. He is a scientist. He goes to Madagascar once a year. Very good information. It's accurate and it's very easy to understand. But he has all the thank you, Michelle. He has all of the commonly kept species of chameleon. He has all their care guides, shopping list even, but he's so... Oh, you found one in your garden. That's crazy. So this is from Gambino and Gnarly Carly. So this is a younger sibling of Florida Man. Name of Brittany needs sleep, Jeff. What you mean? Brittany's obviously a vampire reptilian person, right? That's why I have all this energy. Yeah, so he hatched not too long ago. So they're like when they're curled up, like they are literally the size of a Cheerio cereal. So they usually have their first shed at around, the youngest I've had is a month old. So about a month to like 2.5 months is when you start to see their first shed happen. Now, after they have their first shed, and occasionally it can take the 3 months. Occasionally, like with like some of the occasional runt ones or just small, I have seen it. Now, however, after they have their first shed, they start to have really big growth spurts, and they will shed a lot, several times a month even, and it will start to slow down as they get older. So eventually, once they're done growing, they'll go to partial body sheds, and they're not as often. So like, what time is it? Oh, that's why. I didn't realize it was that time. I'm gonna put Cutie Patootie up. It says like 3. Oh yeah, I've been on for an hour and a half. Makes sense. So they do full body sheds at this age and up until they're about like a year and a half, and then it slows down. They do partial body sheds. Is he little? For me, it's 309. And guys, I'm so excited because guess who's coming to see me tomorrow? Cade, the boyfriend that you all don't think I have. People have actually. He is real. He just, between, first of all, a turkey buzzard flying into the side of his SUV over a month ago, which then meant he had to have it in the shop, and then it getting totaled by this huge hailstorm in Springfield about a week ago. It's been a little hard to see each other because he's about 4 hours away from me. So, but anyways, he's gonna come see me tomorrow, and I'm excited, but I do need to. No, my grandma? No. German. Well, so when I say, not to confuse anybody, so like my step family, in which those grandparents were really more involved in my life than my grandparents from my dad. But she spoke German. My dad's mom, my grandma, she had an Irish accent and was a real, she didn't stop drinking until like, God, her 80s, her late 70s or something. What's a possibility? What's happening? Charlene sleepwalking? Turkey buzz or chicken? It was a vulture, whatever you want to say. Wait, Cade's here? No, he's not. He'll be here tomorrow. Okay. I thought you were saying he was in the chat. I was like, no. That dude, he's not like me. He has to get like a good amount of sleep to function, which, I mean, truly, I should sleep more than I do, but you know what? Night owls unite. But I'm probably just going to stay up and do cleaning. Get everything all nice and ready. Damn it, I thought that was going to fall, the ring light. Okay, just getting these off. And now we're going to give the little ones who are not attached to a misting system, they are going to get misted now. Sorry, you'll have to adjust this, and we're going to be careful that it doesn't fall like it likes to do because of this whack floor. All right, sorry for all the moving. Whoopsies. Let me get the snake off the ground. It's a fake snake. Oh, did anybody see the clip? Wait, I could probably pull up the clip on my other phone. I'll do that later. Where I was It wasn't real. It was intentional. It was not crash out Brittany like what you were wanting to see, Davon. But it was Brittany testing the limit to see what would happen. Stupid TikTok and their stupid random restriction thing that was going on the other night. Yeah, no, I mean, well, the hailstorm, you all have seen the picture of the hail. You all who I've shown that to, that was a brutal hailstorm. It was brutal. Like, it really was brutal, right? Hold on, why am I tripping here? That's why I was tripping. Like, that was a crazy bad hailstorm. Okay. There we go. Baseball size hail. Oh, I'm gonna grab my other phone so I can see the comments a bit better. Oh, let's move this thing on. Alrighty. Shoot. He was at work and was in the garage, but man, I would have cried. Oh, I couldn't even imagine. Like, I know the time a deer decided to end it by running to the side of my edge, like how it sucked not having that, but seeing it get wiped out by a hailstorm and you can't do anything about it would suck. What, Dustin? I was just... I don't know what. I get that name, but I promise it's Chameleons. We get that a lot. It looks like a refugee camp tent thing as well. I wish that my stepdad had involved me. My stepdad, aka landlord, had involved me a bit more in the whole appearance of this. But yeah, no, that didn't work out like that. That's not how it went down. Okay. What do you mean the turkey thing? What, the turkey buzz? Wait, never mind. Dude, it does happen. Crap happens. Oh. Oh, it's not excuses. I have the video of the hailstorm, and I also have, like, I was FaceTiming, or I was on the phone with. I was FaceTiming him. Him and his daughter were on their way back from Silver Dollar City, and on the side that Braley was sitting on, all of a sudden, boom, like this loud noise. I was like, "What was that?" And he goes, "Oh my God, you're not!" And like when he pulled over, the feathers were all stuck in the side of the door, and the wind. Like Braley, she couldn't open the door to get out. That she had to go on the other side of the door, on the other side of the truck. It was crazy, and like the insurance, because that's a protected species, and they're basically like, "Yeah, you don't need it. Don't worry about the species of bird." Even clearly though, between the cameras and whatnot, like the bird flew into him. So, like, no, it all happened. And, like, I have the video of the hailstorm actively happening. It is. What are the chances of it? But it happened. A turkey buzzard flew into this. I was literally FaceTiming on the phone with him. And, like, he wasn't, like, he had me out. Just so, oh, God, that's stupid. I was on his magnetic, like, mount thing. And boom, I was like, no way. And feathers are just all stuck in the side of it. It was crazy. Oh, but he's hurting. Like, he's so upset about that. I mean, he got his dream car. He saved up to buy it. Basically, that was like one of his dream cars that he got. And then just like you don't even have it back for a few days after getting it fixed from the first incident, and then the hailstorm takes it out. But what's so sad, like after the hailstorm, he told me, he's like, you know, he's like, the irony of everything is, because he was so happy to have his Escalade back. He goes, on my way into work that morning, I was like, he's like, thank you God. He's like, thank you so much for blessing me for a nice vehicle. Because he worked really hard to get it, right? Like, he worked really hard to get that. And then later, just in a few hours, God's like, oh, you like your and just, like, pelted it with hail. We do have bats here. You want to know? Y'all brought up bats. When I was a young kid, when I was, like, 11 or 12, maybe, yeah, I was about that age. My mom and stepdad and I were out on the Mississippi River fishing. Now, what we used to do was on the boat that they had, and it wasn't like a fancy boat or anything. Actually, my stepdad fixed it. There was a lot wrong with it, and he fixed it. That's what we would do. And we would go and we would stay the night out on the water because there was like that little cabin in the boat. But anyways, we were fishing. It was dark. It was late. And all of a sudden, I felt something just like into my face. I was like, what? And it like rolled down. I was like, what is that? And it was dark, right? So my stepdad was like, where are you? And he shined a light on me. And there was these like brownish orange bats getting it on right there. And there's like, ee! And I was like, oh my, bats are mating on me. And I mean, so that happened. I was just there, just passionately doing that, making love stuff, just I guess got caught in the current of the wind and just on me, dude. So that was a great experience. Okay, so the hailstorm totaled it. The bird that flew into the side of it made it to where he couldn't close that door, like he couldn't open or close the door, so it had to get fixed, and it busted the window. Sorry, Sarah. Ah! I'm happy that whatever. I'm fine. I'm like 33, so that's been over 20 years ago that the incident happened to me with the bats. But like, yeah, that happened. But so the turkey buzzer didn't. It just made it to where he had to go. He had to make an insurance claim and he had to get it repaired. And then within a couple of days of it coming out of the body shop, because they had to put like a whole panel and stuff on it. Like the bird did damage, but it was not total. Then within a few days of picking it back from the shop, right? It got totaled by one of the largest hailstorm I think in Springfield, Missouri's history. It did. God, so many people's vehicles were totaled. Yes, Sarah, you know, I'm going to be right there with you here soon making coffee because I got a lot of work to do in the house. Laundry and stuff. Oh, God. I got so much. Ow! I got so much laundry. It's stupid. Oh my gosh. Where are you? Okay, Florida man, why do you want to sleep there? I don't like you sleeping there. You're too cute to like have any risk of a door close. Yeah, there you go, buddy. We ain't gotta tell no one. Yeah, you guys might be up with me as I do some cleaning chores. I don't know. Whatever you want. We can talk. You're still thinking about those bats, aren't you, Steve? I mean, has anybody else told you about something like that happening to them in their life? No. I mean, it was weird. That was weird, to say the least. Oh, God. I don't have any. So these look, they're actually hybrid. The only part of them that's glass is the front door of it. The rest is mesh. It looks like, but and then that's the those are the only those are the only enclosures I have that have any plexiglass on them. But I have over 200 chameleons, and I'm gonna have more enclosures soon. We have this big order coming of enclosures, so I can get the rest of the babies in their own separate. Because I individually raise. I don't like the group raise, but due to a whole bunch of stuff happening all at the same time, I have a few clutches, and they're young, like they just hatched recently, and they are unfortunately spread out, but they're still grouped. But yeah, I don't want that. God. I've never been caught outside physically like that in a hailstorm. I was at Worlds of Fun when I was a kid, and I was riding the Mamba, which is at the time like their biggest roller coaster. It was really tall, right? At that time, it was one of the tallest in the country. And I remember it was just like a cloudy day. Didn't think nothing of it. And then it was one of those like hilly rides, right? And I was in the front row because I always like to sit in the first seat. And it did like a quick little dangle before like dropping you basically a straight fall, you know? And I felt it start to sprinkle like right when it was like doing the dangle part. And then like, it released and it started just pouring rain. Dude, that hurt. That hurt so bad because you're going 75 miles an hour down. First, you're going down a 200-foot straight drop type of hill, and you're going 75 miles. That hurt really bad. Like, but they couldn't stop it. Like, they weren't allowing, like, the once that random pour down started to happen, like, they didn't allow any rides that were like outdoor to happen. But they couldn't stop that ride, so we just kind of had to grin and bear it. And I happened, that hurt. That hurt bad, but I can't even imagine getting hailed on. Like, that would do, especially if it's like really big hail, that would truly suck. Truly. Oh, I bet. We've gotten like little bits of hail, but that hail that they had where Cade lives was it was big hail, baseball, huge hail. Oh, we're getting close to done, Misty. This is not a fitness live. This is, like the main focus and topic is going to usually be about chameleons. But I feel like we do go off topic severely all the time. Okay, I hate when you guys choose to sleep right there because it's not like let's not sleep right there. There's other places that are perfectly beautiful and fine for you to sleep. It's not by the door. There you go. There's like a whole beautiful pothos leaf for you to chill on. Baby chameleon. I'm talking to a baby chameleon. I got these racks from Webstaurant. Actually, an amazing website. Don't be annoying. You're not annoying. You're not annoying. So the reason you need to get 2 enclosures, they need to be in separate enclosures. And the chameleons need misting because they are native to Madagascar, which is a tropical, beautiful island, and the humidity at night does go way up. It gets to about 100%. Now, the misting part, why this is important. So these babies, all the rest of mine are actually hooked up to my automatic misting system. I use a Mist King, and you can set misting sessions, how long, how frequent, what day, what time that they go. And so that just happens automatically. I just need to make sure that the nozzles are working and that the water reservoir is full. But I don't have to hand mist them. These guys, I have not hooked up to the misting system because I'm actually splitting up these 1 enclosures to make it into 2. So like I have corrugated plastic in between to separate the babies. Now, the reason I don't have the nozzles is that when you're putting in nozzles into the chameleon enclosures, you are putting a hole in the top mesh. It's part of this, so the tops of these are mesh. The tops of the enclosures are mesh. So you do put a hole in it, and this small of an enclosure, putting 2 misting nozzles would flood it, for one. Now, whenever, as I sell more and as I move them around and I take the corrugated plastic out and it just becomes 1 enclosure, then yes, I can put a misting nozzle and it won't flood it. Now, I am thinking about maybe somehow, like these on this rack, I can maybe just attach the misting nozzle above it and just point it where it just shoots down and it still missed it. But the misting, they live in the trees. They don't drink. You're not going to put a bowl of water. They wouldn't really turn to drink bodies of water because they live in the trees in the wild. But they drink the droplets from the dew, from rain. So this is giving them water to drink as well. And they'll drink the droplets off the sticks, the sides of the enclosures, the leaves. This is to keep them hydrated and the humidity up. Now I will say this, this room, I have no issues in this garage maintaining humidity so far. In fact, I'm gonna have to get more fans because I can see me having higher humidity will be an issue in this garage. So I'm gonna have to get a lot more fans, I think. And Sarah, for real though, I know, like, I love to help people learn about chameleons and tell you like what you need to get. If you have a Facebook, if you reach out there and message, I can send you like care sheets. If you are a person who learns from reading, like I am, like I really appreciate you all chilling with me in the chat and on these streams. I personally, like I had a hard time like listening to lectures in school, in college. I learn when I'm reading things and like kind of applying them myself. So Bill Strand, the Chameleon Academy, and I'm just telling you where to get good information because there's so much bad information. I am not like, there's no benefit for me to tell you to go. I'm just trying to give you all good information because I'm not like a gatekeeper or anything like that. Like I'm going to point you to the direction of like good information. Like I guess I'm saying like I'm not sponsored or anything because somebody's like, are you sponsored by no, I'm not. Like I don't get any benefit. I'm just wanting people to get good information and not get dog shit information from Reddit. But he's got very good information. And also, like, you can print or download on your phone, different, very good. And he's got podcasts, too. He's easy to listen to. Like, he might be a scientist, but he's not talking where you're like, what is he saying? He's only talking in the Latin names for everything. And what? He's very good at explaining things in an easy to understand way. But if you want to get, you definitely need to have an enclosure. A male will need to be in a minimum of a 2x2x4, that's in feet. The most common enclosure is going to be Reptilian by Zoomed. If you're in Canada, there are some breeders in Canada. There might, I can't ship to Canada. But there has to be a way of getting things to Canada. They're just, but being in Canada, I don't know if it's, a hybrid enclosure might benefit you. I don't know if it's more of a humid spot or drier part that you're at. But I know you're gonna be cooler. Yes, on our community page here, yes. Definitely reach out there too. I actually really like that they have that option on YouTube now with the community page. Like that's pretty awesome. if it was not for this business, I would not have social media. Like my personal Facebook, uh, people kind of get on to me because I don't like really upload pictures of the kids on there anymore because it's public now. They monetize my personal Facebook, so I post the same stuff there as I do here and everything. But so if it wasn't for a face this, I wouldn't. I don't like social media either. So I hear you there. You're like, why don't you post more pictures of the kids? Well, I don't know. Geez, like it's like I don't want everybody to see. You know. Oh, what type of chameleon do you have? Oh no, I agree. And also, here's my thing. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, as I have definitely posted like here and there, just because I feel like we're almost. I don't know. I kind of gave into the pressure of it in a way. Now they're not all over though. Like I'm not. I was never like, oh, boom, 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 post, post, post all the time. But I really got to thinking about it one day, and I was like, they have like. This might sound silly, but they're not giving me permission to post them, and I know they're young and kids, but like, how would you like if as you got older and you were like, man, I don't want my picture online at all, and then you realize that your mom was like, I posted every little thing about you for only 18 years, and like you can't like you're everywhere, you can't do anything about it now. So that's something that kind of like bothers me if I really start to thinking about it. I'm like, ah, like I could be just like setting them up for failure. Like I'm out there. Like I can't help it. Like I'm at like my face, everything from social media. It's out. It's online. I can't. It's permanently there. It's what. So what does it do now to not to just if. Wait, are you saying like I would like to be? Are you saying the year 1950s or 60s? Oh, dude, have you seen that like ads from the 50s where they're like, "Do you want your wife to be skinny? Cook you good meals and make sure the house is clean? Well, here's Pep. Give her a Pep pill and she'll stay thin and your house will be sparkling clean always." It wasn't even Adderall. It was just straight up meth. And like these women are like, "Woohoo, we love Pep." Just like taking meth. And like the way it was marketed, like your wife's gonna be real skinny and she's gonna cook real good food, sir. Always active, always just clean and stuff. Like no shit. Like you're giving her actual like. No, I'm happy that I. Have you seen those ads? You all have seen those ads. You guys have seen those pep pill ads, right? I mean, like people were gonna. Here's the thing. You could be the most unique, coolest person in the world. I don't care who you are. Once we go past day 2, there's gonna be some type of odor. You maybe will get away with it for one day, depending on your own genetics, your diet. Like if you're eating Taco Bell, no. Like if Taco Bell is like a all the time occurrence, you're gonna stink. But when day 2 comes, there is going to be some are gonna be worse than others. Okay? But so yeah, we gotta let her know. I'd rather my mom, if I was a kid, or however, like, hey, listen, sweetie, you're kind of having. Then somebody like, oh God, right? Those ads were nuts back then. No, but they were different than like what people getting prescribed like your normal ADHD. Like, they were different. They were stronger. And you could just go and get that shit too. My ex's step grandma was like, yeah, me and my friends, we would just go to the pharmacy and get our skinny pills, is what we called them. I'm like, she's like, yeah, we took those and we stayed skinny, but now I'm fat because I started taking those when I was 13 years old. And I'm like, because it messed up her metabolism. I mean, shit, because they were taking like high doses. No, so the pep pills, they were stronger than like Adderall. And they were legal, and like you didn't even have to have a prescription; you could just get it. But they are still, these particular pills were stronger than that. They had a different. They were almost meth. Well, that's what they were saying, right? But they were yes. It is late. Not that word. Live on Western. Especially in the armpit region. You're right. You were born in 53? Coke did actually at one point have that in it. It is late. Yes. And I think it's not that it's funny. It's not funny, but I kind of want to be like, no shit. Like when they started to discover that Ben's like Xanax was starting to be linked to Alzheimer's. Like, really? You don't say, because you know. Really? I mean, because so now that's like liquid. The noise is probably from my fan, because I have a fan that goes on in here. Because that's very crucial with chameleons, is to have good airflow. I have a boyfriend. Dude, Leanne, so, God. Disclaimer, don't do this. It's bad. But when I was, like, 18, and I was stupid, and I didn't really know better in the sense of, like, what actually... Hypothetically, a girl that had a very similar name as me and looked very similar years and years ago at the age of 18 may have not realized what it was in the whole school bus bar the first time ever, okay? And anyways, when that person woke up, they were sitting on a couch, like a recliner, and there was like this young, like 13-year-old kid that happened to be like your boyfriend's best friend's, like, younger brother's friend. Nothing crazy. It was like I was just sitting there. That person was just sitting there. Nothing bad. It was just, but that person looked at their hand, and one hand was covered in white powder, and they look, and there was those white Hostess powdered donuts to the left, and then this hand had orange powder, and then the person looked, and there was cheese puffs in the big old container, the big old plastic container, just cheese puffs left and right, and then there was this kid that was next to the person, and like, their boyfriend was over on the floor asleep, and we're like, so the mom who was there was like, hey, you like, and they're like, well, what happened? And they're like, well, that person bullied the 12-year-old, stole their food, and said, the fuck you gonna do about it, and ate the kid's food. And out of trying to get the food back, the kid was sat next to that person, was trying to get their cheese puffs and donuts back, and school bus person was like, no, fuck you, they're mine, and like ate half of everything. No recollection, but that's what the mom said had happened. So anyways, I'm not surprised that is being proved to lead to freaking Alzheimer's. I had no clue. But anyways, that was the only freaking time. And I was like, what? Like, or that person was like, what? No way. They're a whole, like, 6-hour span of that person's life was just gone. Is that not... So, yeah, no. Yeah. Never. Yes. They're even saying like that messes your brain up. Completely. Time, whole gaps have gone. No. Yes. Like, because how it kind of recently-ish in terms of, I don't know, maybe within the past 10 years. Well, definitely within the past 10 years. But I think less than that, where it's been linked to Alzheimer's and dementia, which no duh. Because, like, literally, people take it and hours of their life could be gone. Yeah, that was, yeah. Stupid. Also, we're talking stupid times for that person to, think about. No. We have no subject. It's Chameleon After Hours. I definitely believe it. We're about to be going inside, so they are going down to sleep. Let me see if there's one that will be kind of visible right now. Well, Gambino, I gave you the option to come out earlier and you didn't take it. So the lights are about to be off and you're about to go to sleep. Same here, Leanne. Well, because that scared me. Like, that scared me. And I remember my cousin, who she did have issues, but one time, I guess, she had gotten kicked out of her folks' house. She was like 19 or something. And she got kicked out, and they wouldn't let her take her gaming stuff because, oh, we bought it for you, so we're keeping it. And she did that and broke into her parents' house and took her stuff, but had no recollection of it, and they actually pressed charges on her over it. And for a while, I was like, well, she's just lying. I don't think she was lying at this point. Like, I bet you she probably didn't freaking know that she did that. So, yeah, scary stuff. After hours, we're having honest conversations here. Stole food from a kid and told him, the fuck are you gonna do about it? I'm not even like that. Like, what? I think that kid was a turd though, and that because I'm not mean. It is. It is sad. I thought it was just so, because the thing is, it's like, when I say broke into, it's not like, it wasn't like she broke, she just like knew how to get inside her house. You know, like, it wasn't like she broke a window or anything like that. And she just went to get her gaming stuff, and they're like, oh. That pissed off a lot of people, actually. Because chameleons are amazing. That's why. Chameleons are super duper cool. They're the coolest lizard ever. I know. I know it does. Yeah, that was sad, and like that, you know, obviously went on her record. Now, I will say she didn't learn anything from that. I remember years ago on Facebook, she made a damn post, dude. A picture. She took a picture. And hold on. You might lose. If you lose me, I'll come right back on. So let me know if you lose me. But so she didn't learn anything from that experience, because years down the road, well into 20s, Thor, it's okay, buddy. She posted a picture on Facebook with a picture of pre-small bagged devil's lettuce and all, you know, smaller little plastic bags, as well as school buses, and said, I'm the plug, hit me up, here's my phone number, on Facebook, public post. And she went back to prison or jail over that one. So did she learn her lesson? No. Straight, I remember I saw that and I was like, no! Like, I was calling my other cousin, I'm like, you gotta get her to get it off. Like, you gotta get her to get that off. She can get it off. I'm the plug, and put her cell phone number on it. Like, pre-bagged up. Dude, I was like, you gotta be kidding me, girl. Stop it now. Chameleon. Y'all, no, where did my, damn it, where did my, what did I do with it? Here, puppies, let's go outside. Let's go outside, babies. There's no way that could happen. Thor's fixed. He's neutered. Is she spayed? No, but I don't like let her outside unsupervised because she's a 3-pound or like 3.5-pound chihuahua. The only reason I didn't get her spayed is not like I'm trying to actively breed her. I have just heard nightmare stories about vets with this small of a dog doing spays slightly improperly, and then you have a like they permanently like pee themselves over it. And I was like, or they have other issues. That's the only reason. Because I wouldn't choose to have when she's in heat, it's like super like not that messy, but I've always spayed. I was so afraid to get like permanently damage her. No, but here's the thing about her with she had places to go. She actually had a pretty good job going on too. And for some reason, she's like, we're going to do something real stupid. And posted it. I mean, come on. Like, she couldn't even, like, dang it, where did my pop socket go? We're going to have to go back into the Chameleon laboratory. If she sneaked out to see her, she ain't sneaking out. There's no man to be seen. I live in the middle of nowhere. Like, she'd be, like, hybriding it up with, like, some small coyote, chihuahua. It's not happening. Damn it, where is my pop socket? Ugh. What did I do with it? Uh-oh, uh-oh. I couldn't even imagine, though. Omar, no. I would not want. Sure, would she have cute puppies? Sure. I would not want to, like, have that happen. Oh, this became a chameleon. I hear you. I'm just, oh. Good night, Charlene. I love you. All right, let me let Thor back in. What did I put my pop socket? No, Omar is SS Dragons. That's his first name. My mod. Well, he's San Diego, or SD Dragon. He's San Diego Dragons, but I think on here his username is just SDD Dragons. Oh, Sawina, go potty outside. Go potty outside, Saweetie. But my one dog's Thor and the other's Selena. But I'm just driving myself bonkers right now because I don't know where my pop socket is. I think I left it in the Chameleon laboratory. Row. Omar is trying to give me anxiety. Oh, wow. Could you imagine, like, Omar! Come here, Omar! Like, what? Surely I left it in here. Sorry, I hope I don't lose you guys. Oh, I hope I don't. Am I back on? Oh, God. Am I back on? Oh, God dang it. Am I back on? No.